The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Ducks will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the USC Trojans offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have the national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And, you know, if you're the receiver there, you just want to know where the sticks are. Maybe extend your route a little bit more so that you know you get the first down after making the catch. 4th and short now. Let's see what they do.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Ducks offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
The give to the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the ground with the back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Here's the handoff. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the back in the middle. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Taking it the other way. And he returned that into reverse skate in a hurry and takes it to the 46.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Quarterback checking the play. Brown wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. The run to the left. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll try it over the left side. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
Give him 6 on the play. They'll mark it at the 9. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the left. Bulldozes him. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
A first down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He'll do it himself. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Trojans headed quickly to the line.
You know, you don't need to be an absolute blazer to have success running the football as a QB. You just need to know where to pick your spots, finding holes, reading blocks, falling forward. This quarterback does all of that.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at him. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you wanted. I mean, offense is playing great defense.
And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half. And it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
My goodness gracious, he is on fire. Are you kidding me? 5 sacks last week. That's his 3rd today. Everything he's doing is working, and these quarterbacks have to be absolutely scared out of their minds.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Quickly complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. At the 20, he's got space. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. The 20. Touchdown, Oregon. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 28-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Soft spot in the middle. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. They'll throw it on 1st down. They're bringing heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Heaves it on the run. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could...
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Brown will throw it. He'll take the deep shot. He holds it in, and nobody's close. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They want to throw it. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, there in the shadows of the Hollywood sign, you've been watching quite a drama of your own. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
And the Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying to set the tone with the run. At the 35, he's loose. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up the...
Hit the afterburners, kid. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
You want to know why this offense runs the football a lot? Because you got a guy that's top 5 in college football in rushing. You give him the football, and he'll continue to make plays. I imagine they're going to keep feeding him because he keeps putting up productive numbers.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense where now they...
Touchdown, Ducks! And the punishment has been extended.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
USC 0.
He'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Trying to get to it. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. They move the tight end all over. They'll run it from the gun. Turns it on at midfield. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. On target. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. A first down for the offense. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't ready to get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. And the Trojans have taken it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a space. And it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Tackle is made at the 23. Let's call it a 5-yard pickup. The Ducks in the hurry-up. Fast motion from the offense. Running back searching for a hole. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He tries to take the top off. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Brown wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Oregon! And the route is on. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Cal is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Berkeley for some time. They're up by 27 over the Coyotes. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Feeling some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked real.
Can anyone catch him? And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
They'll test the right side. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Ducks! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in it. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the returner will be brought down. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe...
And they got him for the sack.
Man, and the defense comes up with the sack. And this is a day, this is honestly not what we expected. We expected this to be a high-flying offense. This trigger man is usually really, really on top of things. This is a day
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football is going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there getting the sack.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Makes a move. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw on first down. Coming out. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back.
He's back to throw on second down. It's complete on the right side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
This is a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going for the big play. Snags it down the right side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continue.
Open runway ahead. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Ducks want to move quickly.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it, open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on 2nd down. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! And the stomping has commenced. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Hey, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Ducks! And the pummeling has started. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Pocket starts to collapse. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20.
The returner is tackled down at the 37.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with the victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the field and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right.
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Just like that, a huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. Timeout on the field, and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Snap in the shotgun. Finds his target down the middle. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile.